The next thing we are going to discuss is exponents. So there are 4 problems and we will see the most basic fundamental properties. So the first thing with exponents is to be able to properly simplify exponential expressions. So let's simplify this given expression. Here we have division, so which flips the sign, and it's a negative. So I'm going to put this negative in front of everything. So this expression basically looks like 3ab over 4xy, and with the flipped fraction 10x square y over 21a square b. Now look at the variables which can be cancelled out. So y's can be cancelled out, b's can be cancelled out. So this 21 and 3 simplifies to 7 here, and this 10 and 4. So we have 2 and 5. So we have a here and a squared. So one of the a's go away, and x squared here, x here, x squared goes away. What we are left in the end? So we are left with this 5x on the numerator, and 2 times 7, 14a here with negative sign. So this is simplified version of this expression. So there are several very simple properties of these exponents. If you don't remember, you should better go check them out and solve a couple problems on that. This problem is going to use some of the properties that I mentioned. So we want to prove that this expression is divisible by 24. Taking the 4th power of 27 and subtracting 9 to the power 5 and getting this huge number and trying to divide that by 24 is not a very good option. So it's time consuming, and you should not do that kind of operations. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to note that 27 and 9, they are both powers of 3. So I can rewrite the expression as 3 cubed to the power 4, because 27 is 3 cubed. Minus 9 is 3 squared. 3 squared to the power 5. And then open the parentheses, so that's 3 to the power 12. When you open the parentheses, you have to multiply 3 by 4. Minus here 2 by 5, so 3 to the power 10. Now we can take out the common factor of these two expressions. So this 3 to the power 12, 3 to the power 10. The common factor is going to be 3 to the power 10, because we have 12 factors of 3, 10 factors of 3. So 10 of them are going to be common. So 3 to the power 10. Inside the square root, we'll have 3 squared minus 0 factors of 3. So that means we are just left with 1. And that becomes like 3 to the power 10 multiplied by, this is 8. What happens if I rewrite this 3 to the power 10 as 3 to the power 9 multiplied by 3 to the power 1 multiplied by 8? Because 9 and 9 plus 1 is 10. And then multiply these two. So that's 24 multiplied by 3 to the power 9. So this expression, the given expression, turns out to be 24 multiplied by 3 to the power 9. That's the number which is divisible by 24. Here, let's open the parentheses first. Instead of doing the FOIL, I'm going to use the properties of a squared minus b squared formula. So difference of squares. So this is going to be 6 to the power 30 square minus 1 square. So we have, let's put a big parenthesis because we are subtracting everything. 81 to the power 15. Remember that 81 is 3 to the power 4. So let me write it as 3 to the power 4, 15. And 8 to the power 20. 8 is 2 cubed. So 2 cubed to the power 20. Now let's open the parentheses here. It's going to be 3 to the power 60 multiplied by, again, 3 times 20, 2 to the power 60. Minus, when I open the parentheses here, it's going to be 6 to the power 60. And this is minus 1, right? But with this negative sign, it becomes plus 1. At this point, you can note that, so 3 to the power 60 and multiplied by 2 to the power 60, you can multiply bases because exponents are same. So that becomes like 6 to the power 60 minus 6 to the power 60 plus 1. So this part is 0. The result of this whole expression is 1. And one final simple question. So here, instead of multiplying the everything, opening the parentheses, I'm going to do one very interesting trick about this problem. So I'm going to imagine that we have multiplied 1 here. So So multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. Or I can rewrite this 1 as 2 minus 1, right? So what happens if I multiply 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1? Using a square minus b square formula, it's 2 square minus 1 square, or just 2 square minus 1. So which means the product here, so I can erase everything. So let me erase everything here. Instead of what we had here, I will write 2 square minus 1 square. That's true because like 2 plus 1 was 3, and 2 square minus 1 is also 3. So like just we are rewriting the same number 3 in different form. But what happens if I multiply 2 square plus 1 to 2 square minus 1? That becomes like 2 to the power 4 minus 1. Which means instead of I remove these two numbers, instead of them I write 2 to the power 4 minus 1. Then when I multiply this one to this one, I will get 2 to the power 8 minus 1. Multiplying these two together, I will get 2 to the power 16 minus 1. And multiplying these two, I will get 2 to the power 32 minus 1, minus 2 to the power 32. So the result of this the whole expression is going to be -1. So let's erase everything, and this expression turns out to be equal to -1.